Hello everyone, my name is Mansi Gujaria. Today I will present 1984 by George Orwell, A Tale of Dystopian Society. Here is my personal information. Today I will discuss about introduction of novel, meaning of dystopia, dystopian elements of 1984, a social class in novel, other example of dystopian literature. Today's example related to dystopia, Leila web series, a comparison between 1984 and Animal Farm. uh, First introduction of novel. This novel was written by English author George Orwell and published in 1949. This novel is a warning against totalitarianism. Sealing dystopia made a deep impression on readers, and his idea entered mainstream culture in a way achieved by very few books. The book's title and many of its concept, such as a Big Brother and the thought police, and instantly recognized and understood after as by words of modern social and political episodes. Meaning of dystopia. According to Oxford University, an imagined state or society in which there is a great suffering or injustice, typically one that is a totally real or post-apocalypse. In environmental disaster is a backdrop to the modern dystopia. Dystopian element of 1984. In this novel, people don't have right to ask a question in their own government. If anyone does that's an offense. The police and the military were scrutinizing all the time. The people can't go out without government permission. They never make a conversation with anyone, even their co-worker. They don't have the rights to love and had sex. They can not decide anything on their own because the big brother is watching you. Here I mention a social class in this novel 1984. Other example of dystopian literature, like The Handmaid's Tale, written by Margaret Atwood, Fahrenheit 451 by Roe Bradbury, The Road by Cormac McCarthy, Never Let Me Go by Kazuo Ishiguro, Leila novel by written by Prayag Akbar. uh, Now we can see today's example of dystopia, like cameras everywhere you go, text and call records being stored, internet searching being tracked, people being persecuted for their belief, the caste system in India, the Taliban controlled Afghanistan, China's social credit system. North Korea is often cited as an example of dystopian society, where the government exercises total control over every citizen's lives. Now I will discuss about Leila web series. Leila is an Indian Hindi language dystopian drama web series directed by Deepa Mehta, Shankar Raman, and Pawan Kumar. This series based on the 2017 eponymous novel Leila by Prayag Akbar. Leila follow the story of Shalini, who tries to find her missing daughter in a totalitarian regime in the near future. It stars Huma Qureshi, Siddharth, Rahul Khanna, Sanjay Suri, and Arif Zakaria. This series uh, is a 6 episode In this series, they have a six episode premiere on 14 July 2009 on Netflix. Now I will compare between two novel of George Orwell, 1984 and Animal Farm. 1984. This novel is known as a modern dystopia. A novel has critique the politics of last century. Totalitarian regime of Big Brother exploit and individual character. This novel is about the predictions, the situation, and the life of a person who is cruelty, browbeaten, and brainwashed in the end in the favor of a dictatorship. In the other side, Animal Farm is regarding as a political dystopias. This novel describe oppression and cruelty and is created in animals lives, which also make it allegorical dystopian work with a full of satire. Here, totalitarianism play its vital role in making animal society dystopia. Orwell shows the totalitarian nature of Stalin in form of his animal character. Napoleon and shows how he exploit the whole society to gain power. Napoleon show how get control and become a direct dictator. In a conclusion, we can say that in a conclusion, I put a one quote from original novel: "Who controls the past, controls the future. Who controls the present, controls the past." Here is my work citation.